Hey guys, it's Dr. Delvena. Let's transform some relationships. Thank you for your emails, your DMs, your messages. I have a couple of questions I'd like to answer in this one video. I get some of the same questions from other people. So, number one, why have I had so many bad relationships? Well, there's several reasons for that. Let's examine this and see what we can come up with. So you've had multiple bad relationships. The common denominator in these bad relationships seem to be you. But it doesn't mean that it's your fault. It could mean that you're picking the wrong types of people for yourself each and every time. That happens when someone has low self-esteem because they don't feel they deserve more, because they feel they're not worthy. They pick people who are not treating them well or who bring negative energy to the relationship and cause the relationship to become a toxic relationship. It could be that. It could be because you're a poor communicator. The first thing I would do is look at myself and determine, okay, number one, am I well? Am I mentally well? You cannot be in a relationship with someone else if you're not in a good relationship with yourself. So that means that you're honest with yourself, that you communicate with yourself. I know it may sound odd, but communicating with yourself means that you're honest and you're acknowledging certain things. That you can communicate well in a relationship, that not only are you talking, but you're listening to the other person as well, and that you are reciprocating certain things. So there could be several reasons as to why you're in a bad relationship. It could be because you're choosing the wrong type of people each time, because you have low self-esteem, and so you're subjecting yourself to bad relationships, or it could be you. So what I would recommend is that you pull away from relationships and you work on yourself to understand who you are. And if you do have some inadequacies, to work with a mental health professional so that you can kind of tweak those things. Number two, is it possible to love two people? Before I answer that, what is love? Oftentimes people don't understand the meaning of love, and they also just kind of throw it around and use it randomly. It's a common term that people use, I believe, too easily. Love is a very serious word. When you tell someone you love them, it really does denote a lot. Okay, for instance, if you love someone, would you cheat on them? If you love someone, if they do something that you don't like, would you walk away from the relationship, or would you remain committed? And I'm not saying to stay in a relationship that's abusive, because love would actually lead you to leave that relationship for the love for yourself. Now let's look at the definition of love. Passionate affection for another person, deep affection, caring for the well-being of another person. So, yep, you can love two people. Yes, someone can love two people. Of course they can. I love my mom, I love my dad, I love my brother, I love my friend, I love my boyfriend, I love my girlfriend. Obviously, we know that you can love two people. So if you can love all these multiple people, then why is it that you think you couldn't love two people passionately or intimately? Yes, a person can love two women at the same time, or two men. And I've heard people say that's not love. That's not true. Love is not what sustains a relationship. So people need to remember that, right? So to love someone does not mean that that relationship will sustain forever. A relationship that's built long-term is based on more than just love, my friends. It's based on a lot of different things, not just love. There's respect, there's communication, there's dedication, there's loyalty. And like I tell some people, being in a relationship is like running a business. I can explain that later. Last question. I love providing oral for women. This is a man who wrote in. I love providing oral for women instead of intercourse or vaginal sex. Why is that? You tell me. I guess you love using your mouth. You love stimulating someone with your mouth instead of your penis. So you should know the answer to this better than I do. Let's think about this. Is it because you're better at pleasuring a woman with your mouth than with your penis? Maybe you learned how to use your mouth in ways that you can't with your penis. It could be that. Maybe the feedback you get with women when you provide cunnilingus for them is better than when you're engaging in intercourse or vaginal penetration. It could be because sometimes men who feel unsure about their penis size, they jump right to the oral, and that's what they've practiced most of their life. Practice makes perfect. So if you're not that great in bed when it comes to using your penis to penetrate, work on it. It doesn't have to always just be with your mouth. So sometimes someone feeling inadequate about their penis size, sometimes even guys who have well-endowed penises don't know how to use them. And so that too can lead to them using their mouth more than anything. But as I always tell people, practice makes perfect. If you don't do it over and over and try to learn how to get better and improve the technique, you'll never get better. So my friend, to answer your question, it could be because you're self-conscious about your abilities with your penis. Maybe you're not that great when it comes to penetration with your penis, and you've gotten more positive feedback when you provide cunnilingus. And maybe it's just that's your sex language. Maybe that's what you really like. And because you love it so much and you're so passionate about it, women are responding to that, right? Because when we do something that we really love, we put all our energy into it. And that could be what you're doing with the oral sex. It's okay that you love it, but remember, women also like to get stroked down.